Hello, people. How are you? I hope that you can hear me properly. I'm just gonna check a few things and then we'll get to the drawing part. We're gonna be um, streaming while I redesign my character, and it would be mainly me. And I want my avatar to based on something. Like, for example, a design that is proper. My avatar is just something random. She's just wearing a sweater and she has a few lollipop pins in her hair. But I want her to have a proper design with proper traits. Like, for example, I want her to based on a sunflower and candies, and she does look like kind of like what I want her to look like, but not exactly. When it comes to her design, it's just too simple for my like for being a VTuber. It's like she doesn't really have any traits that could define her. So we're gonna give her those. We're gonna make her based on sunflowers and candies. But for that, I need to redesign her. And that is exactly what we're gonna do today. Let's just start with a rough sketch. We're gonna start with a circle, as always. I'm I know it's not a circle, it's just a ball, but we're not gonna use it anyway, so it just gives me a little bit of a base to work with, right? Now we're gonna make the opacity super little, just enough for me to see what I'm doing. And now, wait. What if I made her face a little bit more round? She was like, when I initially made her, she was supposed to look kind of like me, but now I'm trying to change my mind. Like, she does not need to look like me. She is a different character. She is not like my persona or anything. She is she is Yuki. I am not Yuki. I am technically uh, a different person. Yeah, like I want her to be a little bit more anime-ish. Here's the face shape. Also, I've been considering changing the timing of my streaming, but I'm not sure what timing would work for everybody. Like, it should be a timing that helps me prepare for it. For instance, I almost forgot today is Tuesday and I'm supposed to be streaming today. That's why I was late. Um, the reason why I forgot that is because I have not been sleeping properly lately. I've been a little bit too busy with my schedule, and it's like uh, I was always like kind of busy during the nights and stuff. So my schedule was always sort of busy enough for like not being able to do much. But these days I'm also learning live 2D and it takes a lot of brain, so I have to do it with my brother. And since my brother has his own schedule, I have to kind of adopt to his schedule because he's an idiot. He wouldn't listen to me, he wouldn't wake up early in the morning and stuff. So, in short, in order to adapt with my brother's schedule, I have to work overtime and okay, so this is the base shape that I'm giving her. I want her to have a little bit. I want her hair to be kind of similar to what she has now. And yeah, I was talking about learning Live 2D. It's helping me a lot learning with it with my brother because he's kind of smart sometimes, my younger brother. So he can be sort of smart and like figure out things that I can't figure out. So when it's two brains at work, so it's a different thing. And we've learned quite a lot of it, so it was helpful in the end. And wait. Yeah. So I have figured out that learning it with him is easier, and I am willing to give him some time because if he learns it, I wouldn't have to like be my own rigger. I can just design characters and draw character models, and then he can just rig them for me, and then we're good to go, right? But I also do want to learn it, so we can just learn it together, and then he can do all the work of the rigging. Do you think I should be changing the design of the eyes? I don't want to change the design too much. So we'll stick to the big eyes. Once I'm done with learning Live 2D, I will be more active. Probably, hopefully, because uh, it's been taking a lot of my time. Like 6 to 7 hours a day, that's too much. And that's barely what I could like take out of my busy schedule for this month. So I hope that I am able to learn it as soon as possible and not delay it too much. And considering I have to leave for a different city by the end of next month, I need to be quick about whatever I'm doing with my brother. Like learning it needs to be a little bit more quick. That's why it's taking a little bit too much. And because of that, I cannot sleep properly these days. And I have obviously have work to do. And even today, I forgot that I was supposed to be streaming. And I woke up at like 6:30. It's 6 a.m. when I start streaming, right? Usually. So I woke up at 6:30 and I was like, what is the date today? And it was Tuesday. I was supposed to be streaming. Woke up and then I had to like set up everything and I'm here. Okay. Here's the base of her face. It has to be kind of similar, but not too much because it's a redesign and it should show from her face. We're not just redesigning her clothes and stuff, we're redesigning the whole thing. So I am going to change her eye color and hair color probably. We're gonna make it so that it looks similar to the first one, but also sort of different. A little bit more detailed, not too detailed for because I have to draw it very often, and I would get kind of frustrated when I can't draw it again. So we'll make it simple in that sense. Maybe I will make up VTuber model out of this one after the design is done, the initial design. So the base is ready, and let's move on to the, what am I doing? I dropped my hands-free. Okay. Her eyes are a little bit bigger than they were before. I feel like I could always make them smaller later. They should be on the same canvas. We could use liquify pen, liquify tool to make them a little bit smaller. Initially, I thought that I would not be redesigning the whole thing, like not the hair color and eye color, but I really want her to be based on a sunflower, and I feel like that sunflowers have this uh, brown, like I don't know what it's called, I forgot. The 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 middle section. It's been so long since I like studied biology and stuff, so, or whatever. Okay, so I wanted her hair to be brown. Honestly, my hair these days is kind of brown. So even if I like was making it based on myself, it would have been. I did make them purple a while ago, and the color has faded just a little bit for them to give this brown shade, the dark brown shade. And it looks kind of nice. No complaints about that. I'll separate the eyebrows from the eyes so that I can adjust them without having to interfere with the eyebrows. With the liquify pen. Now that looks better. The eyes were looking too big before. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the main thing that I want to edit into my model would be redesign of her hairstyle, but it would look something similar to this one, but it would be more detailed. Let's start with the hair vents. I want to give her hair vents. Hair vents like this. We will reduce the opacity of the headpiece so that I can give all my focus onto the hair. Where did the layer go? Yeah. I have been working on a chibi model, strawberry based one for live 2D practice, and I'm planning to like make her an adoptable before the actual models that I was working on, because after practicing a bit of live 2D, I figured out that the models I was working on needed a little bit more, let's just say, mm, refining, and I've been getting kind of bored of them lately, so I thought maybe for a little bit of a change, we could make a chibi model. And for the theme, I decided to take strawberry. God knows why. I don't know why I did that. But I think I saw someone's strawberry based design. I was like, hey, I want to make a strawberry based design as well. So, yeah, started working on that. And so far, I'm done with the hair, but I won't show that in on the stream because I want it to be a surprise. Let me reduce the size of this one. This time my design would have hair vents on the side. And one more hair vent here. Oh, wait. For this, I'm going to remove the symmetry ruler. This is how I wanted her hair to be. Parted on one side. Maybe I could like go like this. And we're gonna make the partition on the other side, right? Not the previous one. So that it represents a change. I still do want to like make sure that after I'm done with the redesigning, it still looks like it was redesigned to Yuki herself. Honestly, I dread streaming in the like before starting. I'm like I think so much, and once I do start, it's not that difficult. The main problem is that my cat mm, often just doesn't let me stream. No matter what time of the day it is, I just don't know what time to stream because he doesn't like it when I'm busy with something other than himself. And at this hour, like when everybody else is asleep and I'm streaming, let's just say that it's a little bit more of a hassle because nobody can like take care of him except me when everybody's asleep, obviously, and he would wake everybody up. So yeah. Okay, so the hair rinse is done, and the mm, center bangs is also done almost. We could just adjust them using a liquify tool. Thankfully, it is a sketch and not a line art. If it was a line art, adjusting it with the liquify tool would be difficult because then liquify tool does reduce the pixels. So maybe I should just. Yeah. This is only the front hair, by the way, so don't worry if it looks weird and not similar to her. It's like this part, this whole part is going to be something like that. Maybe I could just mirror it and make it everything on one side. No, 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 wait. Like that. Yeah, now that looks more similar to the actual design. Okay. Erase the extra one. the front part of the hair. We could always add more strands of hair inside, like that. For now, I don't want this. After like I start rendering, I will focus on that. I'll increase the opacity, but I will make this layer red so that I can see what is beneath whatever I am doing. Okay. Now for the back hair, we will make it more anime style. And you know what anime styles do? They add this little, what is it called again? I forgot. It has a name, this one single strand. It has a very unique name. I'm gonna make something like this. Yep. Right? So now that looks more like an anime style thingy. The back hair is going to be round because it has to be tied into a ponytail. Of course, I'm not gonna change that. Hmm. It looks weird. What do I do? Try again. Okay, we're gonna try again. I'm gonna make it. Oh god. Forgot the symmetry ruler. Turning this on. We try again. For the head, I am not sure if this is looking okay. Let's just remove this and see. I don't like it. Well, maybe I should just adjust it instead of redrawing it. Okay. Let me erase some of her parts, head parts, so that I can actually see what I drew. Not bad, huh? Her face looks more round. We'll just adjust it just a little bit. Yep. And then we'll adjust the back of her head again. Now for the ponytail, it's gonna be more or less similar to what I had before. This had to be like this so that like I have to edit the avatar before I make too many long form videos so that my brand is like recognized after the change of the avatar, right? Whereas the back of the that is shown through the okay. This is the detailed version of the hair. Of course, we're gonna combine all these layers together. Now, for the dress, she's wearing two sweaters, like one turtleneck, and then on top of it, she was supposed to be wearing something crocheted. But we're gonna change everything. We're not gonna change the turtleneck. I still want her to be wearing a turtleneck sweater, but on top of it, we will change a little bit of the details. Let's go with the turtleneck first. Oh wait, right. So it needs to be a little bit bigger, like this. Now, for the details, I'm going to reduce the opacity of the base that I drew, and then we're gonna add some details, like make it look more textured. Yeah, I had this design in my mind for so long. Finally being able to do it is feeling really nice. Look at that. Hello, Darby. How are you? Yep, I'm doing great. I'm just working on redesigning my avatar, adding a little bit more details. Like I want her to make like I want her to be a VTuber soon, so I am going to add enough details for her to look like a VTuber. For now, she just looks like a PNG tuber, which she is. Thank you for dropping by the way. We're gonna add some details to the base of the turtleneck. I want to add a candy bow, so just like a lollipop. Yeah, I finally decided to post on X because I was like, if I keep streaming without telling people, that would be unfair. There's so many people that comment on the streams later and say that they missed the streams because I never told them I was about to stream. So we're gonna post before streaming every time now. Thank you. This has to be a lollipop, kind of. And then it's supposed to be in a bow. So, like that. Like that. How's your streaming going, Darwi? I have not been able to catch up with your streams lately. I've been super busy with the live 2D stuff and work. Actually, I this it was supposed to be myself and my VTuber, but I just thought that might as well change the details and turn her into a proper VTuber. I want her to be based on a sunflower and candy design, so it'll be a VTuber now and not myself. I'll change everything about her, almost about everything about her. But she will still be recognizable. Stream today was stressful. Played a new game. It went well though. I'm lucky enough to have a small community now. Yep, I am like really inspired by the way you like stream and engage people. Maybe sometime I could try something similar to that. I just wish I had a little bit more confidence, but I'm gonna look forward to your next stream this time. I'm gonna study what you do. Yep, sunflowers and candies. There's gonna be a huge sunflower here and a couple of candies here and a lot of stuff that I've been considering. This model is like this design is actually pretty symmetrical because I want to turn this exact sketch into a VTuber model later. Really now. I feel like it fits my aesthetic. I love the color and actually it's my favorite flower, so why not? And I don't think I do anything special, but you're so sweet. My advice I can give is to be yourself, quirks and all. Yep. Thank you so much. um, I don't really know how to respond to that actually. Thank you. I will keep trying whatever I'm doing. The problem is mainly because I am not able to stick to one thing at a time. That it's I'm having a little bit trouble with building an audience. There's a few people that like to watch my streams later. They can't like watch them live, but I am a bit more like mm, secretive about it. I don't like showing people what I am doing. I need to change that. I need to be a little bit more social and stuff. And when I get busy, I just vanish from the internet. Yellow is my favorite, and sunflowers do mean a lot to me. Really now. Yellow is also my favorite. So we're twins now. Okay. Hopefully, after I'm done with this sketch, I am able to like turn this into a proper model and not just leave it. It will take a while. hmm Yeah, the networking takes a lot of time. Honestly, it takes up more time than I originally thought it would. Yep, it does. You have to communicate with people and like the people that are watching you or like even the followers and making friends. It takes a lot of time. And effort as well because in my case I don't really talk to a lot of people even in real life, and when I have to communicate with people online it's kind of difficult for me lately more than it used to be because I've been stuck at home for a while, but I'm planning to leave soon, and maybe when I socialize in real life I would be able to kind of um, use that in my online life as well. We're gonna add some strap thingies, whatever these are called. Buttons. If I make her too detailed, would it be a problem? We'll add some hooks here, like this. I have yet to add any sunflowers in the design. We will figure that out after I'm done with the base. Yep, we could make sunflowers here. And what kind of games would you recommend to someone who is just going to start VTubing? Her skirt needs to be flower petals, sunflower petals. As long as you don't mind drawing all the details every time, it should be fine. A little, the little details make the characters memorable. Yep, I want her to be like recognizable from like uh, the way there's this person on Twitter. I forgot her username. The VTuber that has rabies mouse. Yeah, you probably know her as her design. I absolutely love her design, and I was like, that's how a design should be. It should be like if you look at it, it should be recognizable. The person looking at it should be able to tell right away which VTuber it is. So I wanted my design to look something similar. You have to play games you like. The audience can tell if you're not having a good time. Oh, okay. What if I don't play a lot of games? I only play Genshin Impact, so maybe we could like I could play more gacha games and yeah, and then the audience can build itself around that game, I guess. I could play anime style games like NTE and oh wait, I do want to play GTA 6 when it comes out and it's going to come out sometime soon. So, I guess you're right. I will I will plan the games ahead of time. I will have a little debut as well. Darby, why did yeah, we were yeah, I was talking about Rocky Rabies. Yep. I'm really bad with names. Sorry about that. And I was wondering if you considered debuting like you did not debut to be like you just did a stream, right? When you began. But do you have any plans on like properly doing the debut? I've seen some people like do it after they have a certain number of followers and stuff. I want her to have a little bit of an apron that has flower petals. I love the design of Rocky Rabies so much. Like the colors and everything. Every time she pops up on my like feed, I look at the design and admire it and like n- noticing the traits. Nah, that is a lot of work and money. I'm in this just to hang out with people. Oh, I didn't know debut takes a lot of money. And actually, I've only like seen one debut or something. I just thought everybody does it. Not that I've known about VTubers for very long. Rocky is wild. How so? Okay, we're gonna add some white base to erase the petals. I'm not going to erase the actual petals beneath because I want to use them in the redesigning process when I start line art and stuff. Very unhinged, makes wild jokes and comments. He is cool though. Okay, so she has the personality of rabid rat, huh? I guess that makes her an even more unique VTuber. Sunflower here, sunflower there, everywhere. Maybe I could just make one sunflower and then stick to copy pasting it. Ew. What am I doing? That looks gross. They are always in their Discord voice chat. If you ever get the courage, you could possibly talk to them there. Oh, really? I would try. I would try to talk to them. I should be trying to talk to more people. But since you're mentioning courage, I'm not sure what kind of person she is, and well, hope it goes well, I guess. I'm gonna keep this sunflower separate, cut it, paste. Where? Yeah, on her apron, and then on her head as well. Like that. And then we add a few more details to her sleeves. I just find it intimidating talking to bigger creators like I'm just a nobody and they have thousands of fans. Honestly, I've seen some bigger creators say that they're like kind of they struggle with talking to. So I think they're still just people, right? So you should not worry about that. In my case, I am intimidated by talking to everybody, so I think I don't really. It's the same for me whether or not the creator is small, and I do think that you will be big one day soon because you're so cool. Like your content and your voice is like kind of nice, and I think the way you stream is also kind of interactive. So you would, and look at that, you only started streaming recently and you were able to build a nice little audience, right? So don't worry about that. You're pretty cool yourself. You don't really have to be intimidated by the bigger creators. You will be big as like pretty soon. I don't know what bigger creators have done differently other than like having more audience because they've been VTubing for a longer time. Stop it! I can't handle it. Don't be nice to me, though. Why not? I'm being genuine here. Where did the sleeves go? This is the side effect of using too many layers now. I don't know where the sleeves layer is. Okay, it's 16. We're gonna make them a little bit more round so that they look a little bit. Yep. Like this. Oops, forgot to use the symmetry scale. I also have really bad social anxiety. Talking to people is scary. On stream, it's a little bit different. They are there to hopefully talk to me. Lol. Yep, that's why I am able to talk a little bit more on stream as well. Actually, I wasn't able to talk on stream initially when I just started streaming, and a few of my friends just joined the stream and forced me to talk at the time. So I was able to like build up a little bit more confidence to start talking. But like in my mic got my got turned off. I don't know why it does that. Probably a problem with the PC, but never mind that. Where were we? Yeah. Yeah, I was saying that I don't really know a lot of people that talk about how it feels to stream before streaming, like the anxiety. Do you like feel um, anxiety before starting the stream? I mean, I do sometimes. Thank you for telling me about the mic, though. I need to figure out whatever is wrong with it. We're gonna add a pocket here, a pocket of sunflowers. Every time I'm so nervous. Right? I am too. Before starting the stream, it feels like something is gonna go bad. But but what could possibly go wrong? Like at most I would have 0 viewers, but that's a given. My all my friends are asleep at this hour. So and I can't really stream at a lot of different times. Guess the bird is having fun today. Can you hear the bird though? The bird, like since it's early morning, they're having fun in the morning. I actually love to hear them in the morning when I'm not streaming. If I am awake in the morning, I just go onto my house's roof and watch the birds. Since I live near a garden, sort of, it's a huge garden. It belongs to a government office. So there's a lot of birds around my house, different kinds. Could I possibly add these lines? Nah, I don't mind at all. I also love hearing the birds chirp. Very peaceful. Yep. Also, it fits the aesthetic of my artwork today, no? Sunflowers and peace. Someone's on the door. Um, okay, so I've added a few candies and I want to add a few more. I could add more candies like this. I'm not sure if this would be like a good idea because how am I going to rig this part? But we'll figure that out later. Maybe I will just remove it if I can't rig it properly. But I'm still gonna add this candy here. There will be a candy here and maybe a string of beads leading up to another sunflower. Smaller one. This would be just dangling. A lace. I will make this um, kind of frilly netty. Do the arms look too simple? Oh wow, that's such a good idea. I could put a lollipop in the pocket. Big lollipop. Like that. That looks so nice. Thank you. Okay, so the arms are good. And now for the hands. I'm gonna change the size of this whole artwork so that I can adjust the rest of the legs and hands. Maybe. Nah, the hands would fit. Let's adjust the size. Oops. The whole canvas. We make it a little bit smaller. It up. Only do it if you truly like it. No pressure. It is your character. Yeah, mm, it's nice to have a few recommendations though. It is true that it's my character, but sometimes I'm like stuck with a few design ideas, so that's why I'm like any kind of ideas are helpful. Maybe I could add this little belt here the way I added these here. This would be brown so that it represents the color of sunflower. That's it. I would not be adding too many details into the arms. Probably. Not for now. I will probably later give her a backpack that has candies inside. And it would like go from here? Yeah. Let me like rename this layer and hide it for now. Um Pouch. I'm gonna hide this layer. Actually, I think the design is turning out better than I expected it to be. Her aesthetic reminds me of my grandma's house for some reason. Looks so good. Thank you. You will watch me use this design in a stream every single day once I'm like able to set up a proper schedule and start streaming properly. What in the world is this? Why did I do this? No. Imagine like gaming together, Dari, one day when I'm a proper VTuber. Would you though? Would you game with me? That would be wild. For real. I would I would be able to like by that time I am hoping that you would be like in a few months or so you would be bigger. But would I be able to like game with you properly and without being anxious because you would be a bigger creator then? I would be like I am nervous playing with a bigger creator. That would be so much fun, actually. Just to like figure out the. I don't think I will be that much bigger, lol. I'm glad you believe in me, though. Makes me want to put more effort into everything. I am sure you will be able to be somewhere near to close, because near to being big, because well, your content is good, and that's what people want, right? That's what people want to watch. Good content. So you would probably be big. And this is going to take me way longer than it seems, because um these days I am a little bit busy, and when I am going to be free, I'm going to be leaving the city for a while. So I will probably not be able to be a proper VTuber for a pretty decent amount of time. I'm sure that you will be able to build more friends and audience by that time. Maybe her legs are a little bit too close to each other. I will cut it, paste it, duplicate it, and then reverse it. Now they seem too far apart. What the heck? Oops. Okay, this looks better. We're gonna give her baggy socks with frills. So it will be something like this. And I'm not exactly good at drawing this part. Oh, my mom is calling me. Just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. So, my cat was again not letting my mom sleep. So, I had to like take him to the neighbor's place. I just have to bear with it because I'm the one who decided to keep a cat. My parents were very much against it, but now I have to bear with the consequences. Okay, so I gave her these baggy sock thingies. I don't know what they're called. And then I'm gonna give her cute little boots. I'm sorry, Yuki, but I'm falling asleep. It's okay. It was nice getting to catch one of your streams. I hope the rest of your stream goes well. Take care. Take care of yourself too, Darui. Have sweetest of dreams. Thank you for dropping by. I'm glad you decided to drop by the way. Okay, so we're gonna add these boots. I need to make them even, so I'll try again. This time with the reference. When I can't draw something, I just scribble random stuff up and then I try to like visualize what I was trying to think of, like this. So because I'm really bad with shoes, I have to do this here. Of course, I could always use the reference, but if I keep using references, I would never learn, right? I I mean, I've used a lot of references in the past. It's not like I am against using references or anything, but it's just that sometimes you need to do things on your own, right? I'm gonna erase it. I'm going to try one more time. And now for the base. This is not turning out the way I wanted him to turn out. Hmm. What am I doing wrong? There's something that I'm doing wrong, but I can't figure it out. Maybe I will start with the strap first. If I don't figure it out soon, I will have to resort to using a reference. And this time I really wanted to do it on my own. I don't understand why I'm so bad with shoes when I'm oh, fairly okay with the rest of the design of a character. Here we're gonna have a sunflower. Maybe I'm making the shoes too small. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. Not that I understand the problem, but it looks better, I guess. Okay, those look better. And for the sunflowers, no, no, no. Wait, I'm just gonna copy this sunflower and paste it on both of the shoes one by one. One, duplicate it. Two. Now for the candies. Um, Wait, we're gonna add a bow tie here. What happened? Another bow tie candy. right? With a hanging ornament of a lollipop. Maybe this shouldn't be a candy, it should be a normal bow tie, and then there should be a hanging ornament lollipop like this. What if I made this sunflower a little bit bigger? Like this. And just to represent that I'm an artist, we could add some paint splotches here. Yep. Where did that idea come from? I have no clue. It just popped up in my mind randomly. If it doesn't look good in the actual, like, complete design, finished design, we will remove these splotches, but for now, these are gonna stay here. These will be paint splotches, right? Just to like show that I am an artist. And well, duplicate this layer. Should I change the name of this persona? As in, no, she's better off being Yuki. I think so far the design looks better than I was thinking it will look. And I want to add a big check. Yeah, like a big bow tie. And it will have a check pattern. And then two candies here, like before, like this lollipop. We'll have a candy here. And a lolly there. I just came upon a new idea. Since I made this sunflower so big, I could always turn this into a purse instead, right? The purse I was talking about adding before. So, for example, it was in layer 21, I think. Yeah. Maybe I could just turn this into a big purse. Like, like this. And then there's candies inside. I haven't thought of what kind of candies I would be adding. So we'll add this buckle here, which would be attached to. Okay, this is the sketch of the design. I think we will be coloring it in my next stream. And wait, I forgot the little pin, the little cat pin that shows that I have a cat. Where did I put it? Maybe I could put it here. Nyan. Yeah, the pin would go here. And this is it. This is what my new design is going to look like. And I am going to, like, in my next stream, I'm going to work on the line art. But since I wanted to be a VTuber model, I'm wondering if I should, like, make the line art separated or not. I don't know. We'll think about that later. Thank you. Still here. Okay. So this was the initial design, and I have turned her into this. We will color it and we will add details to it in my next stream. And thank you so much for dropping by and watching what I was like trying to figure out. And make sure you subscribe if you already haven't. I will catch you guys later. Bye bye.